Hey everybody, thanks so much for being here with me. I hope you're doing great. I apologize in advance for any background noise. I have familiars for babies, as you all know. And there may also be some outside noise too here and there. So again, apologize in advance. Hopefully you can hear me still just fine. So, have you guys heard, there's so much out there and so many different misconceptions, but have you guys heard some people say that burning anything, whether it's sage or incense or a cigarette, is black magic? And then others say there's no such thing as negative energy, there's only darkness. So kind of just the misconceptions there. So I want to talk about that and kind of call it to talk about what the truth is. So first of all, the fire element, right? Fire is ancient, sacred, neutral, so to speak. It's used everywhere, right? I mean, think about it. Candles in churches, incense in temples, smudging in indigenous traditions. Fire is a tool. It doesn't create good or bad. It amplifies what's there. It amplifies intention, right? And then the second part of this is that, darkness versus negative energy. And darkness itself is not evil. It's the womb, so to speak, the mystery, the void where seeds grow. Without it, no rest, there's no renewal. Negative energy is real, but it's not the same thing as darkness necessarily. It's simply a frequency out of balance. So negative energy doesn't necessarily mean bad energy. Negative is, heavy, stagnant, draining, misaligned. Bad or quote unquote evil is intentional distortion, malice, harm. So, for example, if you were walked into a room after an argument and the air feels thick and heavy, or maybe you've just walked into a room where you feel that, right? That's that negative energy. The room itself isn't bad, it just holds emotional residue that needs clearing. So now imagine someone deliberately lying to you or manipulating you. That's bad energy, right? It comes from conscious distortion. So negative is an imbalance, bad is the intent to harm. They're not the same thing. And with all of this talk nowadays, especially with social media, about energy, right? I think there are a lot of misconceptions about that too. Cleansing versus destroying energy. So you cannot destroy energy, it only transforms. So burning sage, incense, candles, even tobacco, in prayer or, for whatever, it does not banish. It shifts the vibration and realigns the space. And it's not the only way to do that. There are other ways, with water, whether that be baths or the ocean or rain, through sound, drums, bells, singing, through air, breath, prayer, meditation, through earth, salt, crystals. Okay. So fire plus intention equals amplification. Darkness is not your enemy. Distortion is. Negative energy is not necessarily bad. It's imbalance, asking to be transformed. And cleansing is transmutation, not elimination. So not all burning is black magic. It's sacred when it's aligned. So that energy isn't wasted, it's only transformed. And darkness is not the villain here. Darkness is a teacher. The real power lies in the intention. Somebody needed to hear that. Sending you light, love, and healing. this out.